All right. All right. Hello. Okay. So, FYI, FYI, I am in New Orleans, and this is normally kind of hair that I wear, but I decided not to wear it. So, and my shirt simply says wife, mom, witch. And somebody, Nyla, she's in my coven. She gave me this shirt, and I think she said she got it from Walmart. Hi guys. Hi. Thank you. Hello. Oh, this is the Uber driver. He's coming around now. Hi, he's coming around now. Okay. All right. So, hi, darlings. Hi. I am in now. I'm in New Orleans right now, and so this hair is kind of getting on my nerves a little bit because it's that wet and wavy hair, and it's like it's not like no bundle hair. This is that model bohemian 18, 20, and 22 inch. Just in case y'all want to know what kind of hair it is, you can get it too. I went online. I think I paid $196 for it. Yeah. Thank you guys. Well, okay. So this is what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to give you like some pointers on. Thank you, Julia. I'm gonna give you some pointers of like you like a newbie witch because a lot of times uh, there's so much information out there. There's so much books. Hello from South Africa. There's so much books, so much material, so much everything out there. And it's really, it could be confusing. So if you're just starting and take your time, thank you. Take your time. Like, don't always feel like you have to fit a particular mold or you have to be how somebody else wants you to be. You gotta like figure out that shit for you because it's called a path for a reason because it's your path and you don't owe nobody else your shit. So, um, well, what I can tell you, if you're battling your own fears, remember that's a beast that you control. That's a beast that you feed. So if you don't want to feed it, stop. It's literally just like that. If it's not something like I tell you all the time, you control what you fear because you're the one that's actually feeding it. You're the one that's actually saying, "Okay, this is something I'm afraid of," and you're feeding it that type of energy. Whichever one you wanted, baby. I asked you. You don't remember that conversation either? I asked you, what did you have? I don't remember. I don't. It doesn't matter. So, anywho, all I can tell you is, thank you. All I can tell you is, um, take your time and figure out what your root issue is, your root problem first, identify it. Then you can kind of say, break down it, because what is the thing that's making you fear something or to fear a thing? Because if you fear something, you need to fucking do it. Most times when you fear something, that's that elevation level. You're getting ready to elevate. So it's a fear because it's unfamiliar. So that's my like opinion or whatever about that. So Back to my little I made notes, okay? I was flying here. I made notes because I didn't want to miss nothing. You just, yeah, leave right there for right now because I'm gonna do this for them real quick. So you guys know that Halloween is like around the corner, and I'm having a masquerade ball here in Dallas. So I want to make sure you guys know about that. It's at the Magnuson Hotel in DeSoto, Texas, and they have rooms available too. So it's not that I'm doing a ball and you guys can't stay because you can stay at the actual hotel, and it's like the first one that I'm ever doing. I am very hopeful, and I know that this will be successful because I want to do another one. See, the thing about that, Kyle, is that some people are solitary, so you don't have to necessarily join a coven. Now, I have a coven, and it's mixed. I have a coven only because there's a lot of people, a lot of newbie witches that are there in Dallas, and a lot of them are not even from Dallas. So that's just a way to commune and have fellowship with other people that are just like you. And then you also learn group ritual stuff in covens. So Halloween is right around the corner. So I wanted to tell you guys about that. Go to Eventbrite. It's MLD Conjure Masquerade Ball 2019. So go to that, and well, thank you guys. Thank you. My coven is not online, and you have to physically be in Texas where you can at least come to a couple of the meetings a month. Okay. Um, so let me say this: witchcraft, whatever you want to call it, witchcraft, conjuring, whatever, being a bruja, it's it's nothing to be taken serious, right? It's nothing that you just take serious, right? Bullshit. You take all this shit serious. Anytime you doing anything that's manipulating anything, it's serious. See, I don't particularly believe that there's a light and a dark magic. I think it's all the same. And the reason why I do feel like it's all the same is because it's all manipulation. Most people that are light workers will literally tell you that, well, I don't do manipulating type of work. But if you're doing healing work, that's manipulation too, because maybe it was meant for that person to be sick, and maybe they're sick because they did something to deserve that. I don't know. So I believe it's pretty much all the same. So I don't believe that one thing supersedes the other one or something like that. I don't believe that. But you can believe what you want, because that's the great thing about this, is that you get to choose. Like, you totally get to choose. You get to choose. This is not like Christianity where you're in this conformed thing. You're only conformed if you choose to be up here. So that's kind of on you. So the perks of doing witchcraft, of course, and think about why witchcraft or conjuring, why did this even exist? Or why does it even exist? It exists because we're trying to create a better life. We're trying to we're trying to create a better life. We're trying to create a better environment. That's why witchcraft, or that's why the occult, or that's why conjuring, um that's why it exists. Praying is a spell. Praying, you're conjuring a energy. Even when you were in church and they're doing praise and worship, what do you think praise and worship is? It's conjuring in God. So keep that in mind. There's plenty of perks that come with doing witchcraft. If you've been going to church and you have been doing work, praying and going to the altar, baby, you've been doing witchcraft. This ain't nothing unfamiliar to you. The only difference is you ain't calling a preacher. You are being your own very God. Okay? So this what I want you to understand, that you are a God and that you hold the key to everything that supersides that's inside of you. You hold the key to the good and the bad. You hold the key to that. The funniest thing that I ever told a pastor that wanted to go back and forth with me, he said that I was very morbid and very dark. Thank you, Aqua Blue. Many blessings to you. Thank you for giving me that. I appreciate that. I say to you. He said that I was very dark. And I was like, but you guys do communion. That's very dark to me. You're eating of his flesh and drinking of his blood with crackers and grape concord wine. I'm not pretending to eat nobody's flesh and I'm not pretending to drink nobody's blood. I'm not pretending that. So I think you probably want to do a little bit more research before you come to me talking about shit like that. Okay, bro. All right. So there is no shortage of witchcraft and the different paths that come to this. Okay. So you have the option of choosing what you want. And I tell everybody that just started, don't do it because it looks like something else for somebody else. Do what feels good for you. And so I think that you should take your time. I think that because this is a lifelong path or a lifelong craft, and there's a lot of deprogramming as a newbie witch or conjurer or bruja or whatever you want to call yourself, because there's so many names now. So you have a choice on what you choose. you know a lot of people, as soon as they leave Christianity. Thank you, Aqua Blue. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. So I think that just like Ifa is a religion. It's a Yoruba West African religion. But people just looking at Oshun and people just looking at Yumaye and they think that it's a lot that goes along with it. They even have like Orisha houses and stuff like that. And you have a Baba. A Baba, which is somebody like your spiritual, like God or your teacher. There's so many aspects to it. Then you do have witches covens and stuff like that. Then you have some people that just want to practice and be solitary. Like you don't have to like choose what anybody else wants you to choose. And then even if you choose Wicca, because it's an earth-based religion, it's like a form of neo-paganism. You can choose that. And then if you change your mind further down the line, you don't want to be a Wiccan and you want to do something else, you can do that. And it ain't nobody fucking business if you change your fucking mind. You're entitled to that. The problem is with so many people is that we are stuck in the mindset of religion. And what I mean by that is we are stuck with people trying, always wanting to be a part of a group or be approved by a group. Like that gives you any validation. You don't need anybody to validate the greatness that's already within you. It doesn't even have to have a fucking title. Okay? You just trying to figure some shit out, and that's okay. You can fucking do that. You don't owe anybody your happiness. You don't owe anybody your mind, your mental health. You don't owe anybody that. And as soon as you can get that in your fucking spirit, then the better off you will be. Point blank, period. Ain't nobody gonna like everything you do. Even in the witch community, even in the Bruja community, even in the whatever community, the spiritualist community, it's drama in there. I came on YouTube thinking that this was gonna be great. It was gonna be this big ass kumbaya shit. I thought that every spiritual worker just gonna get along because we doing this together. We trying to educate people. We trying to teach some shit. Like, I don't even get into drama. People will have drama with you and you don't have any with them. They be into it with their motherfucking self. Like, for real. I didn't think that. But baby, I got a rude fucking awakening. There is jealousy and hatred in everything that you do. But there's also beauty and light in everything that you do too. You just gotta pick and choose what works for you and what don't work for you. I can fucking offend people and I don't even know that I've offended somebody. And I just be like, well, what did I say? Well, they seen one of your videos and you had mentioned, but I wasn't even thinking about them. I was talking in specifics. I've never seen so many spiritual workers be so fucking sensitive in all my life. And they supposed to be dealing with people in their emotions. Do you not deal with your own? Maybe that's just a Taurus in me. I don't know. But I don't even look at other people's videos that much anymore, only because I don't want to assume anything. And I tentatively think that if a person have a problem with you or something that you said, that you should just fucking say it back. But that don't really happen. At least Christian motherfuckers will tell you the devil when you're going to hell. Spiritual motherfuckers won't tell you shit. They just block the fuck out of you and subliminal message the shit out of you. But anyway, all right. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is some terms that you guys can look up, research. What I tell y'all, research, research, research. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never seen that many spiritualists fight, but it's some Christian motherfuckers that will beat your ass. Okay, I digress. So the first term I'm gonna talk about is paganism. Paganism. Paganism is really like this big ass broad term that could really mean anything from Judaism, Islam, uh, the Abrahamic types of like Christianity, and all kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Paganism, they can actually call it like, you a heathen because you ain't like a Christian or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So paganism is like a broad kind of umbrella. So study that because really, if you're not a Christian, you practicing some form of paganism. Okay. The second thing I'm gonna say is Wicca. Wicca is a religion that is like it's a form of neo-paganism. And think Gerald Gardner, he is the person that cultivated the ideology of Wicca, and it's like an earth-based religion. It really teaches you about the elements and you know they believe in fairies and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. So if you're just starting out, it's so much information on Wicca out there, and it's the closest thing really to Christianity when you start talking about neo-paganism stuff. Okay, thank you for sowing a seed with me, Esther. I really really appreciate you. Thank you for that. So Wicca is like, it talks about the duality of the god and goddess, setting up your altar. It teaches you about the tools of your altar and stuff like that as well. So if you're just starting out, you don't know what to research, I always say look into Wicca first because it has the most information. Another thing is another one is Bruja. Like that's an umbrella term as well. You will see some people say I'm a Bruja. I remember I went to a Botanica here in Dallas, and when I walked in, they called me La Negra Blue Bruja. And I thought them hoes was calling me a black witch, like being funny and calling me a black witch. And then they fucking covered their head. Was I trying not to cuss?
I thought you was. You're doing so well. What I got?
I don't know. I get excited, and then the cuss words just
24 hours just will not work for you.
I get excited. I think that's what it is because I I love magic and I love the occult and I love it. And so when I start talking about it, I think it's when I start cussing real hard because I get excited and shit. Shoot. Damon, give me some Sprite. Maybe I need some tea or something. Maybe that'll wet my throat and I won't cuss hard. Uh, oh, they just had 2 drinks? Them motherfuckers. Oh, see? Shit.
You on it today? You know,
Baby, give me something to drink, please. All right. So anyway, back to being a brew house. So I thought the people at the Botanica, I thought the people at the Botanica was, I don't have no straw either. Boy, they doing the fuck. They doing the most. I think one of the reasons why I stopped going to church like on a cool is because I would cuss in church. And I used to think about fucking my husband in church. Something about all that hooping and hollering always got me excited. All right. Anyway, all that praying and shit and everybody conjure energy, it always just made me think about fucking when I was in church. I'd be sitting next to my husband. I was like, I'm gonna suck your dick later. He was like, bro, we in the house of the Lord. I'm like, well, shit.
in the house of the Lord.
I'm like, well, shit, we in the house of the Lord because both of us, you know what I'm saying? We gods too. So when we in our anyway, so back to the brew house story. So I didn't know, and then they covered their heads, and I didn't even notice that they had covered their heads until somebody else that was with me, one of my ex friends, you know how them hoes be, they be hating. She was like, "Bitch, she just covered her fucking head." Like when you and I was like, "Well, why she cover her head with me? Why she do that with y'all?" But anyway, so that's a term, the word bruja, and it means it's Spanish for witch. Okay.
So what they do? They cover their head and how much for you or something?
No, they cover their head to protect their ori. Your ori is like your energy. That's like the top of your head. They cover to protect themselves. Like when I do a lot of work and when I'm a lot around a lot of people, I don't wear scarves as much, but I do wear a lot of extensions because the weave is what I use to cover my ori. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So anyway, um, that's the Bruja word. And then solitary. So this is a people who don't want to be with a group of people and shit, and they just want to like do that shit on their own. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be, in a coven per se, and they just want to do some work on their own, and they operate on their own. They might mix some shit up. Um, they just a solitary witch, which which honestly, a lot of people fell up on this category up into the late 2000s. And so uh now, it's a little bit more open. And so people want to get in groups and stuff like that. And then a lot of workers that are um energy breeders. They're energy breeders. What I mean by that is that they steal energy from people. They like making coven groups and stuff like that too. And then everybody in that bitch is unsuccessful and going through shit with them. So be careful of those energy breeders. And yes, I just fucking made that term. I'm not even sure why. Um then you have what they call like eclectic witch or eclectism or something like that, right? And that's just somebody, they take a more sociable kind of route in being around other people, but they don't stick to any particular category. So they kind of like mix a bunch of traditions and stuff like that. But so the fuck what? Do what the fuck you need to do for you. You know what I'm saying? Like just Make it personal. See, you're trying to do so much shit to make this fit into something. I don't want you to ever think about fitting into something again. I want you to make it extremely fucking personal. Make it personal for you. Thank you, Magical Blessed Jay. Thank you, darling. So that's why I'm kind of doing this video, like for like the newbie people. So you, I don't want you falling into that. You gotta fit this and fit that. Get a reading from somebody. If you're new to this and you're wanting some direction, get a reading. I'm not saying get a reading with me. I would love for you to do that, but there are plenty of good readers out there. Plenty of good readers. Reading with cards, reading with bones, reading with regular playing cards, coconuts, caraway shells. Just get a reading so that you can get a guide, so to speak. And then two, ask your universal father, your God, um, whatever, ask them to send you a teacher or a mentor. Again, all right. Hey, Lacey from New Zealand. Thank you. So ask God or whatever it is that you do, like ask them to guide you. Let me tell you about this. About somebody just said about who's a scammer, who's not. First thing first, trust y'all motherfucking selves. I can't tell you. Trust yourself. If you don't feel like somebody telling you some shit that don't really seem right and it's really not resonating with you, trust your fucking self. Don't let nobody make you feel like that you forced into anything or you got to do it right now. Because let me tell you something, timing is everything. Timing is every fucking thing. Don't ever feel, because if you just say you get a reading today and they like, you need to send me the money right now. And if you don't send it to me right now, like, bitch, hold the fuck up. Let me think about it. That's why it really killed me when motherfuckers say that I'm a scammer or I done did some shit like that. First of all, bitch, not. I don't even like doing work for everybody. I don't think everybody need work. I think some people need meds, medication. You don't need magic, you need medication. I think that some people, they don't even need readings. They need life coaching. They need people to help them deal with their fucking self. Do I do love work for everybody? Hell no. You want to know why? Because I'm not going to be privy and be a part to why you stuck with that whole ass nigga or that female that ain't about shit. So I'm not so quick to do work for nobody. That's why we talk. That's why we have a consultation. I need to figure out where the fuck your head is. Because if your head ain't right, I wouldn't give a fuck if you pay $1.2 million and you better not. Ain't nothing gonna work. Cause you gotta be right too. I'm just saying. Some folks don't even need no magic. Some people need a real life motherfucking counselor that's gonna sit down, diagnose their motherfucking ass, and get them some goddamn medication. Yeah, I said that. It is just like that. And then you have some people, I have done work for people and the shit worked. And of course, they are a part of the process. The shit worked, and now they working on people. I digress. Does anyone know if gender affects your practices? Hell no, baby. Female, male, it don't fucking matter. Transgender woman or man. If you have the gift, you have the gift. The body is just a fucking vessel. I'm just saying. If you have the gift, you have the gift. I don't care what vessel it's in. So, anywho, I'm just saying, some people don't need magic, y'all. Some people need, they need some counseling, you know. So anyway, initiation. A lot of people say, well, do you need to be initiated? Well, it depends. If you talking about doing Palo or you talking about doing EFI, if you're talking about doing something like that, then yes. But you need to have a reading for that as well. I don't want anybody to spend any money on nothing if you haven't thought it out, if you haven't processed it. Take your fucking time. Let me tell you something. I done said this before. I was going to nursing school and I was trying to choose what nursing school I wanted to go to. This is over 10 years ago. Thank you, Latanya. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, so this is what I want you to understand. So, and this would help me with how everything goes when it comes to this business. So I was looking for a nursing school to go to. And so when I found the school I wanted to go to, I wanted to interview them. Whenever I'm gonna spend my money on something, I feel like you need to prove yourself to me, like who. So if you're getting readings from people, they need to tell you specific shit. It doesn't need to be a generalized statement. It needs to be like very fucking in depth. The if you I know I made people cry and I know they're gonna think, oh, because you was being mean. No, because I said something that really resonated with them and it made them want to change. I'm gonna go back to this. No, I haven't quit YouTube. I just be busy shit. Y'all keep me busy with all these damn appointments. So I remember looking at this lady and she was like, you need to go ahead and sign up. If you want to sign up, we need to go ahead and start on your financial aid, fill out your FISA, right? I am a Taurus. My birthday is May 2nd. So I'm like, okay, and I'm feeling pressured, and she's talking fast. And if you don't hurry up and do this, then the slot may, somebody may take the slot because we're interviewing a lot of people and blah 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 blah. Listen, and I had to stop her. I said, baby, if this is for me to be in this program, nothing can stop it. Not hell or high water can stop what's already destined for me. So I'm gonna say this to y'all in getting work done. If that I'm gonna say the N word. If that man is for you, if you wait another week to decide, he's still gonna be for you. And it ain't have to be rushed. It it's already for you. It's for you. Magic just helps to bring it on faster, to kind of like push it on out there. To kind of, maybe it would have took 5 years and magic made the shit happen in one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But people think, well, he ain't talking to me right now. And she said, if I need to do it right now, because if I don't do it right now, then it ain't gonna, whatever. Listen, what's for you is for you. Now, the process on when you get it, that's what magic is for. That's what it was created to help aid something that already is. That's the truth. And a lot of people, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear some more shit. And I think that's the bullshit. But anywho, and a lot of people won't tell you that either. A lot of people won't tell you that. They'll tell you some more shit. They ain't gonna tell you that. So initiating is the rites that put a budding witch on the path to kind of make things official. So they kind of join a coven or they join a Orisha house or something like that. Study, ask questions. You guys are so afraid of asking questions because you're going to offend the reader or you're going to offend the worker. Bitch, you better ask questions. That's your hard-earned motherfucking money. You getting up going to a job that you don't even fucking like. spending your money on a nigga probably didn't even pay half the bills and the money you trying to invest in to get them. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Let me get off of it. Study about initiation if that's what you want to choose. A coven, the same thing. So a coven is like a gathering or it's like a community of witches, and it's kind of led by a high priest or a high priestess. So again, study that. There are certain things I won't do in my coven because I'm still filling them out and they still filling me out too. So, and it's a ongoing for everything until they decide that they don't want to do it no more or they don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Another term that people ask about is familiar. They're like, "What is a familiar?" A familiar is a animal. Like he serves as like your, he's like your dog, right, or your cat, but he serves as a spy, or you're like your spiritual assistant, or he's your companion, or your protector. Kind of like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Had she had the black cat, kind of like that. Then you have like your altar, and your altar is the thing that you cast your spells on. You do your chanting. You can deal with your gods and goddesses. You can set it up and have a ancestral altar. It's many different kinds. Okay, so I just want you guys to kind of take your time and study and figure out what is it that you want, because you're your foundation. You're your core foundation, and you have to, you got to build it right. Do I have a what? Do I have a familiar? Yes, I have three. So I just, for all the newbie witches, I just want y'all to know, like, take the pressure off yourself. You know what I'm saying? um Jambalaya is a really good book to read. I tell everybody about Scott Cunningham. He has a slew of books to read. If you are into Ifa, study Yoruba, West African Yoruba studies, and because there's more than just Oshun and Abatala and Ogun and Elegua. There's more Orishas than that, but they talk about like six or seven because they're the more popular, but there's plenty of other orishas and stuff like that as well. You just need to study. You just need to study. And if you are wanting a goddess or a god or a deity, study. Write down the characteristics of what you would want from them, and then study to see if they match that. It really is a science to this if you do your work. And that's the problem. Nobody does their work. You have to do your work in this. Even with conjuring, you have to do your work. What you call yourself, a root doctor? No, no, I don't call myself a root doctor. Yeah. So anyway, I hope this live video kind of helps you guys, because I want to take the pressure off. It's supposed to be something that's fun and exciting, something that you're passionate about, something that, not that you're learning to do it for other people, but you're learning to better your life, because that ultimately, it's what's first. If you want to contact me for readings or conversations or consultations, please go to my website, magicalladyduchess.com, and you can click on book a reading. And you can also check my website out. I want to say this to you guys as well. Take your time, study, and show yourself approved. Before you guys are wanting to be healers for everybody else, please take care of yourself first. Okay, from Belize. Thank you, Nikita from Belize. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna tell you this too, and I'm gonna get off of here because I need to eat. Yes, I do help people understand what their gifts are. Um, when you're on an airplane and they give you instruct, and we just got off an airplane, so this is why this is so fresh. When you're on an airplane and they tell you if something happens, you are supposed to put your oxygen mask on first. And then you are supposed to help the person that's next to you if they're having a problem. So, to all those people who want to be healers for other people and you want to do things for other people, do it for yourself first. Don't be like a lot of people out here that have not healed and they're just doing work on people, and that's not cool. And that's a lot of this shit that's going on. Like, the social media is great, but at the same time, it could be a mess. Um, I'm literally going to go live every day while I'm here. So, yeah. So, all I'm saying is if y'all study and take your time and do the work, you will get there. Like, you will get there. Like, I'm so fucking serious about that. Don't be so caught up with I want it right now because right now might not last. So that's it. That's all I got to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, share, um, all of that good stuff. Leave a comment. I do answer the comments. So I just appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Make it your own. Stop trying to be defined by somebody else and make this your fucking own. I swear to God, you will be so much stronger. You will be so much confidence. And I speak so much light and love to you guys in making this your own. This is your craft. This is your path. And you don't owe anybody an explanation for it on how you want to do it. The only thing that I ask is that get yourself a mentor, get yourself a good teacher, ask for guidance because just like everything else, like even I have a godfather, even I have a godmom. As much knowledge as I know, I'm forever gonna be a student too. That's a fact. You'll never get to the point where you don't have a mentor. I have them. I don't know everything. I don't claim to fucking know everything. I think I know a lot, but there's so much more to learn. Yes, I do mentor. I have an apprenticeship and everything. Um, I do. So I'm always gonna be the student. You know, my mother was 76 years old and she still had people that she went to for guidance. My shirt says wife, mom, and witch. And one of my coven daughters got me this shirt from Walmart, and I done wore this shirt like 3 times in the last 2 weeks. I like fucking love the shirt. So, um, my apprenticeship, I will tell you this: my apprenticeship, um, oh shit, my apprenticeship, um, my daughters, my god kids, they are all over the United States and in Canada. So don't let that stop you either. If somebody's not in your state or in your town or something like that, then just reach out to them. All I can tell you is no, y'all stop being so scary. Y'all supposed to be some badass witches and shit. Act like it. Anyway, I'm going to eat. I'm going on with my day. I hope to share things with you guys while I'm in New Orleans and some of the things that I've learned because I'm here to get some lessons and stuff too. See, I will go to my godfather and I will find him. I go to my papa. I will come here and I want to. I'm like, okay, I'm here. Teach me because again, the game is not to just be told. You got to seek it out. So I don't say when you coming to Dallas. No, I'm gonna come to you. What I gotta do? That's when you real serious about it. And a real mentor, a real baba, that's how they gonna be. They gonna step back and see what are you like. How much are you willing to get this from me? So yeah. Anyway, make the time, make the effort, y'all. Put the work in. It's worth it. Blessings to you guys. I love you guys, and y'all have a good day.